have a warm welcome today in conversation with Constru Facilitator, Engineer Chirag Baxi, a civil engineer who is having over 42 years of experience, specialized in concrete technology, corrosion, forensic engineering. He is a technical director in Prudent Forensic Consultancy as well as in KK Retroflex. He is a part of 3 BIS groups and has contributed to draft IS codes and patent Concare B14 for saline water use in construction. His biodata is big. I am making very short. With 50 plus technical papers and 4, he has already published the books. His hobbies are mainly poetry, writing, fiction, and plays, bringing together engineering in the daily life. So let us hear from the man who built, restores, repair, corrosion protection, and inspire to Ms. Engineer Chirag Bakshi.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for a nice introduction. Thank you so much. That tells everything about me and let people know that. Thank you so much. It's nice to be talking to you today morning, and it will be nice for next few minutes, to talk about what Prudent Forensic Consultancy Private Limited works on, and how do we attack the challenges whichever are coming our way, and it is the best service of our fraternity, construction industry as well as civil engineering industry.
Over to this one. First, I would like to start with the first introduction question is, what core does Prudent Forensic Consultancy addresses, and how is your mission of adding life to structures reflected in various projects in India, as well as though you have done some projects in Dubai. So I want to throw light about the projects as well as in Dubai projects.
Thank you very much. That's a good way to start our interaction, ma'am, on the subject. That's a very nice thing. Well, any structure, concrete structures, steel structures, they are versatile structures, and they have given a beautiful service to construction industry for last many centuries, and they'll be giving for centuries. But we have to accept that they are also having some limitation. They are not conducive to some of the conditions, challenging conditions in which they can't perform as desired. So we have to identify those challenges. Challenges include corrosion, blast, chemical conditions, saline conditions, even some humidity, temperature, variation, fluctuations, and there are many. I've written in my books, 3 books, wherever I address this subject, and in depth. There are about 18 factors which affect the performance or the life of a structure. So whenever there is a deterioration observed on the structure, whenever it's observed that a structure has started underperforming, structure has started giving some signs of decay, some signs of going towards unsafe condition. So in that case, then Prudent comes on the scene. Number two, whenever there is a change in functionality in industry, people keep on changing their process line and process route. So at that time, they would like to continue with the same infrastructure of foundations and infrastructure, but then they would like to modify the infrastructure to suit to the new process lines. So in that case, functionality change also is addition of life, because for a new process line they would need some different things, and Prudent comes in that also. So whenever there is a structure to be enhanced in their functional life, for whatever life as desired by the owner, uh, we are there to address that. At UAE, there were few projects in which I was involved, in wherein uh, it was a protection sort of services. The protection treatment for concrete against harsh chemicals, against corrosive chemicals, was not adequate in some of the area. I will don't like to name the area, but then some of the areas. So I tried to, with my knowledge on corrosion protection for concrete and steel, I tried to contribute, and I tried to give them the right solution for that, right treatment for that, and by grace of God, it's working well. Well, it's very short time to conclude, but then I'm sure it will work well for the time which I have certified for, that is 7 years. Yeah.
So, how is your various experience in Dubai projects and Indian projects? So, though you have been there for a couple of years for various projects, how would you address? I don't want asking about what is the climate. I'm in insisting about asking what is the challenges you faced in India and what is the challenges you faced in Dubai on the technical aspects.
Great. Yeah, that is very significant. Thank you for asking me this question, and thank you for giving me opportunity to address this point. UAE, I'll say UAE as a whole, not Dubai as a particular, but there are, because there are seven Emirates in UAE. So UAE has a very typical, condition, climatic condition. The temperature variation is abrupt. The temperature variation in 24 hours ranges in the range of 125 percentage. So that is not a structure is designed to sustain off. Number two, salinity. The whole UAE is surrounded by the sea, so salinity has almost gone to the subsoil water, subsoil waters, and the groundwater, to the extent that at about 4 or 5 meter you get saline water, and salinity, it plays very vital role. So all foundations have to be very, very well protected, to not get to get affected by the saline condition. I've seen few cases wherein saline conditions and standing effects. We've studied in our study standing effects. Standing effects also have affected the foundations. So there are typical conditions. The entry of saline water or groundwater from the foundation at a foundation level or basement level, that has been an area of challenge for structures at UAE, Dubai, or we can say even Abu Dhabi, or even Abu Dhabi. The problems are a bit less, but then Dubai problems are a bit more. So they are challenges. Those things we don't find in India. India have got some change, some different methodology of attacking such things, as well as the challenges are different. Well, here also there are challenges of thermal fluctuations, as well as thermal fluctuations are combined with humid fluctuations. Humidity and thermal fluctuations, when they go together, they have got combined effect on structure, and they can directly go down to the reinforcement of the member, and they can affect, they can corrode, and they can do any type of damage. Even for steel structures, when steel structure is more susceptible to thermal fluctuations, when under that condition, when also it is affected by the humidity, they say it accelerates the damage pattern. So Dubai pattern is a different, Indian pattern is different. Maybe probably this you don't find in cold countries, western countries like UK and other areas. But then yeah, Middle East and Asia, the Indian conditions are almost, they have different challenges and to be addressed in a different manner.
Thank you, sir. So my next question, our content writer wants to address it. So he wants to share the question.
Sure.
So
Welcome.
he will be asking the second question to you.
Welcome.
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, sir.
His name is Abhishek Ghosh. Over to Abhishek.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, a recent report came out in Economic Times that 2 to 3% of GDP is being lost in corrosion in India. That is a growing concern, right, sir? So, what's the way forward to address this, sir?
Good. To my knowledge, steel structures for this value for steel sector is 7%. For this
7%.
value, for concrete sector maybe a bit less, but then steel structures corrode very significantly, very predominantly under Indian conditions, and that is a really sorry state of affair. People are getting well awareness. People are getting well attentive to solve this problem, But corrosion has been a big challenge for concrete steel structures, and wherein Prudent forensic consultancy has got its own our own way of addressing and attacking this type of challenges. I'll just take you to the journey, little bit journey of medical area. When you go to a doctor, you complain, you have feeling sick, you have some headache on left side, you are not feeling, joints are paining, and you had last night you had a vomiting, and three four things you say. Doctor will start prescribing the tests x y z a b c 1 2 3. So these tests are done. So when you go to the test, when you get the test done, when you go back to doctor with your reports, what does doctor see? The doctor doesn't see only one figure. He will check your hemoglobin, he will check your ESR, he'll check your SGPT, he'll check your WBC counts, he'll check your hemoglobin level, he'll check your B12 level, and he'll check everything, and then he'll come to a conclusion, sir, you have got a problem in headache in your sort of this area, and that is sorry, in the digestion problem. In digestion, because of digestion problem, you have gastric trouble, and that gastric trouble is giving you headache. So he'll come to conclusion after a comprehensive analysis or comprehensive study of the whole set of reports. He'll not go by one report. That is what Prudent does. Corrosion is a very, very vast subject. If we talk on corrosion, we will end up tomorrow. So corrosion has to be addressed, has to be analyzed in a very systematic manner. Corrosion, why only corrosion? Any deterioration. Deterioration may be, as I said earlier, it may be due to 18, 20, 25 reasons. So that when a visual inspection is carried out, which normally I do, the first thing I do, the first issue inspection is done by me. With all my 42, 45 experience, I do that thing. So my eyes tell me what is the problem and what can be problem and what tests should be done. So I prescribe those tests, and then comprehensively analyze those tests, the results of those tests. Well, that's very important, sir. What happens? Suppose if reinforcement steel is found corroded, but density is good. Suppose if density is bad, but then chloride content is more. Suppose the pH is good, but then carbonation is more. So there are many things with many permutation combination will come in front of you, and in that case you have to analyze all those results very comprehensively and very systematically, and that is where I'll also like to use the word forensic. The forensic engineering helps me in that manner. So that is where my forensic engineering helps me to really to find out. Suppose if you find a crack here, the reason might be 20 meters away. There might be some settlement somewhere, there might be some soil failure may be there, some fracture may be there, some groundwater percolation may be there. I mean, you do not know, but to know, to precipitate that particular reason, you need to have a right test. If you have headache, you won't go for GPT. It's very simple. So like that, so right, prescribe the right tests, which by grace of God I'm able to do it. Carry out those tests and analyze the results very comprehensively. Every result has inference and influence on each reason or the result. So one result cannot give you a final conclusion or diagnosis of what has happened to structure. Once we come to that thing, so what does it help? I'll tell you what does it help. It's very, very, very beautiful and very, very interesting thing to share with you. How does it help? It will help me to find out, oh, density has gone bad. Okay, density has gone bad, but then why it said gone bad? Oh, pH also was not comfortable. So it might be acidic condition. Okay, acidic condition, density has gone bad. So if I have to make up the density, I have to go for something which is not acidic. Okay, epoxy will work. No, sorry. Then humidity is there. Epoxy will not work. So all these things, comprehensively when you work out, then you come. Oh, okay, I can go for polymerized cement slurry. That's good. Okay, at what pressure should I do it? 2.5, 3 kg. I think 3 kg should be okay. But I'll not go for more pressure, because those devices are more. I cannot go for more pressure. Why? Because they may further aggravate the devices. So pressure finding out, selecting the material. Okay, can I go for polymer mortar? Should I go for micro concrete? Should I go for GFRP bars, or should I go for normal reinforcement bars for making up the loss of volume of steel? Should I go for shear connectors? Should I go for bond coat? I mean, all these things, how to rehabilitate a structure, all these things will categorically, will holistically depend on the comprehensive analysis of all entity test results.